Now, I'm not really a betting man, but I could almost put my mortgage on the fact that you will do this in your golf swing and think about this, because we've been brainwashed into thinking we need to do this, but in reality, we actually don't. What the heck do I mean? I mean the weight transfer. Now, a lot of you out there, again, have been told in numerous books, numerous golf coaches, that you have to transfer your weight. You have to transfer your weight to your back foot and then your front foot. It's not strictly true. It's absolutely not true, in fact, because the problem is if you then try and transfer your weight to your right side than your left side, you will completely negate one of the most crucial elements of the golf swing, your rotation. Golf is a rotating sport, as I've preached about many times in many videos before. The problem is if you try and transfer your weight, that will transfer into more of a sliding motion as opposed to a rotating motion. Because instantly, we're commonsensical human beings. So when we say transfer the weight, we feel like we've got to slide onto our right and then slide onto our left side. But the consistency you will achieve and the quality of the contact will be absolutely dreadful, absolutely dreadful. You might hit 2 out of 10 really nicely from there. The rest you'll hit really, really poor because your contact with the ground will be very, very inconsistent. You'll be sliding over to behind the ball and then you'll be sliding well in front of the golf ball. The club won't have a clue on where to hit the ground in a repeatable way. What should happen is the weight transfer is a byproduct. The weight transfer is a byproduct of 2 key elements: your setup and your rotation on your way back. So I've got a 7-iron here, for example. And the way we set up to a 7-iron is just allowing a slight tilt with the spine. You'll notice how my spine tilts slightly behind the golf ball, but my left hip stays slightly more in front of that golf ball. So it's a gentle tilt to begin with. Okay, so that left hip moves slightly in front with the sternum moving slightly behind. We're only talking a tiny little bit, but I definitely don't want to see you stacking your weight very much on top and in front of that golf ball, and I absolutely definitely do not want to see that left hip behind that golf ball either. Okay, we're again really going to struggle with the quality of contact. So that left hip slightly in front and the sternum slightly behind. Please don't forget that word slightly. It is just a slight utter movement. I don't want to see anyone like this. I don't want you to exaggerate that sensation. It's just a slight bump this way and a slight tilt that way. And then from there, that will help us rotate around. Now you'll notice how the shoulders and the hips are turning, and naturally speaking, with our great tilt to begin with, the weight will slightly favour the right side. 60-40, so 60% of weight maybe on your right foot, 40% on your left. It won't be 99% of weight on your right side, because then we've got a massive amount of work to do to get that weight more onto our left side on the way through. So if we just allow that lovely tilt to occur just to begin with, and that rotation to occur on the way back, it makes it a lot easier and gives the hands and the club room with which to swing. And lo and behold, when I give myself all that room because of how I've set up, because of how I've taken that golf club back, look at all that. All the pressure is on the left side without me having to think about it at all, without me having to stack my weight onto my left side on there. So as long as we get the setup right, as long as we turn, it's happy days. The weight transfer will be a byproduct that you do not, absolutely do not have to think about. So it's that feeling, left hip forward, sternum slightly behind, rotate, don't even think about that weight transfer.